Today, we'll be answering the age-old questions. ABO or CBO, and what do I recommend? Before we get started, if you're new to the channel, my name is Nick Theriot, and kind of questioning why I'm credible to be teaching this type of stuff, because I've done over probably close to $70 million in revenue from Facebook ads for my partners. I run a Facebook ads agency and also coach and mentor over 30 plus students in a little coaching program. So if you want more information, click both those links below. And before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let's dive into the video. So ABO or CBO, let's go over this. So first off, ABO, just to clarify, is when the budget is set at the ad set level. Here you go. It's actually an old account. I literally haven't ran an ABO campaign since 2021. And I was kind of like, giving you guys a little bit of a foreshadowing of what's to come. But this is back in, literally like 2021 right here that I'd ran this account. It's an old account too as well. But ABO, so that's the campaign ad set. You can see at each ad set, the budget is set. Now, why would you want to use ABO, Nick? Well, you can force budget to ad sets, and it gives you quote unquote better control of Facebook budget. All right. Now CBO. CBO is where the budget is set at campaign level. Now you can see right here, I'm at the campaign level and the budget is set right here. Nick, why would you want to run a CBO? Well, it allows Facebook to distribute the budget based upon what is most likely to give you best results. And it saves time managing accounts. What do I recommend? CBO. And here's why. So first off, let's look at the main problems with ABO. And that is that ad sets compete against each other. When you're forcing budget, okay, keep that in mind. I'm forcing budget. All right, that's the key difference. It's that a CBO, Facebook can distribute the budget amongst the ad sets how it wants. With ABO, it's forcing the budget because you're setting the budget and they all have to spend that budget, whatever you set. And what happens is that they have to fight against each other to see which one's the dominant one that's going to serve that ad in front of your audience. So for example, let's just say this is our CPM right here, our bid right here. How much does that ad set have to bid to essentially serve that impression? So like ad set number 1 tried bidding $5, ad set number 2 tried bidding $10, ad set number 3 tried bidding $15, ad set number 4 bidded $20 and was like, I'm beating all you guys. Yeah. And guess what? We just spent $20 to serve that one impression. All right. Now, again, it's hypothetically, but that's how it works. Whereas in a CBO, Facebook has the option. That's the key thing. Option on CBO, force spin on ABO. To spin on the ad set it believes has the best opportunity of performing, which causes little to none auction overlap. And you can see right here, ad set number 1, and Facebook just spent this budget on there, and boom, it only costs $5 to get an impression in front of that person. Where in ABO, you have to spend $20 to serve an impression in that person. CBO only has to spend $5. Now, next thing is that budget is spread thin and causes you to constantly have to shift budgets around daily what's working. One of my biggest things with running ABO campaigns back in the day was that I felt like a stock trader. All right. It's constantly in there shifting budgets up and down, maybe from this lookalike audience to this interest audience and, maybe this, and this. Like, it was just a clusterfuck. I did not like it at all. So that's the main problem of ABO. You're constantly having to manage a lot with the budget. And CBO, you don't have to do that at all. So because the budget's spread thin, it's more management. And then lastly is that Facebook does not have the opportunity to spin on what's working at scale. So let's say, for example, if I'm running a CBO and I'm running an ABO campaign, and maybe I have $100 a day on this ad set, $100 a day on this ad set, $100 a day on this ad set, and one of these ad sets just take off and really starts crushing, it might take me a few days to fully shift the budget from the others into that ABO. That's a couple more days of delayed performance. Whereas for CBO, Facebook can immediately recognize that ad set's taken off and start spending more in that ad set. Now, key thing here is that a CBO is only going to spin on the ad set that has the highest confidence in not necessarily improving the customer experience, but satisfying Facebook's customers. So showing its customers a good ad. So it has to be a good ad. And secondly, it's most likely going to satisfy your business objective, which is probably purchase or leads, whatever you're optimizing for. So recap, you're going to bid against yourself on an ABO. Basically, it's going to cause your CPA to rise, which will cause your ROAS to dip down for the worse. You're constantly having to shift budgets around, which is going to cause more workload on your end. And it does not allow Facebook to spin on what's working at scale. So let's go over CBO. Now that we know about that. And also, too, full transparency, I've been using CBO now since January of 2022. 2021 was the last time I used ABO. And what is CBO? The main problem with that is people do not know how to use it properly. Right? Just the fact that some people tell me that ABO works better for them than CBO just blows my mind, because it means that they're not using it correctly. Because I've never had an ABO do better than CBO once I figured out how to use it correctly. That's the key thing. Once I figured out how to use it correctly. So how to use CBO. Number one is that you want one campaign per business objective. Nick, what's a business objective? All right, let's go over this really quick. So let's say, for example, you have a clothing brand, and this clothing brand sells men's clothing and women's clothing, and you want to acquire customers for both. Well, you'd have a CBO campaign for women, and you have a CBO campaign for men. The women's bestsellers in that one campaign, the men's bestsellers in that one campaign. Done. Let's say you have a clothing brand and you advertise in 4 or 5 different countries. Well, one campaign per country. Nick, why can't I put all the countries in one campaign? That's a great question. Why? Because different shipping costs to each of those countries, different creatives and different languages and stuff like that. That's also going to affect those different countries right there. Nick, I run I'm Apple CEO and I have a tech brand with multiple different products. Simple. One campaign per business objective. So we're going to do one campaign for the MacBook. We'll do another campaign for the iPhone. And that's pretty much it. Why? Because everything else will be sold based off of those. So AKA an iPad, you're more likely to buy an iPad when you probably buy an iPhone or even a MacBook, because it's kind of like an add-on. And then you're also more likely to buy an Apple Watch, earbuds and stuff like that when you buy an iPhone. So it's no need to create campaigns for those. Cool. Broad targeting only. No interests, no lookalikes, no custom audiences. What is broad targeting? Age, gender, location. Location as in USA, Canada, Australia. Nick, I run a local business. Cool. Target just your city. Simple. We're going to do one main ad set for all winning ads. All the winning ads we find, we're going to put in one main ad set. Now we're going to create 1 to 4 new ad sets a week inside of that CBO. So sometimes it could be up to 5 ad sets live at a time. That's the main plus 4 DCTs. Now we're going to create a new ad set with dynamic creative turned on. And we're going to try to find new winning ads at scale. And a winning ad for us is an ad that is a dynamic ad set that takes up all the spin in that CBO and positively impacts the business target NCCPA. So that means the NCCPA for the business is positively impacted. All right, show you guys some examples. One campaign per business objective. One CBO per business objective. We're in the UK, the USA, Germany. Now, next one. We have our main ad set. Now, I actually have 2 main ad sets live right now because we actually filled this up with more than 50 ads active right now. So I needed some other ad sets. And then we have our dynamic testing ad sets. Very simple. And I have a full video on this of exactly how to do this step by step inside of the ad account. If you just go watch Facebook ads testing in 2023, step-by-step guide. I'm going to show you all of that juicy stuff step by step in the ad account. Now, but Nick, what about scaling? Simple. CBO makes it easier because now I just have 1 budget to adjust, or maybe 2 budgets to adjust, or maybe 3 budgets to adjust, just depending on how many business objectives I have at the moment. And I just increase it 20% or 20% down. Every day, I'm increasing it 20% up or 20% down based on the last 3-day average NCCPA. So just keep that in mind. I have so many people, I tell that and they're like, oh, so every 3 days you increase the budget 20% up or 20% down? I just said that every day I'm going to adjust 20% up or 20% down based on the last 3-day average NCCPA. Go. And again, this works for small budgets, 2 big budgets. So a little bit bigger of a budget right here. We spent about 2.2 million in this CBO and about 3 million in this CBO. Only reason why we turned this one off is because we reached out the maximum number of ad sets and ads active in this campaign. So we started running a new one. And then this one right here is $144 a day. We've also spent $100,000 in a day during Black Friday amongst like 3 or 4 different CBOs. So, you know, we put some crazy budgets behind these CBOs. I think like the biggest budget I put was like $50,000 on a CBO, and smallest budget, $100 a day. You can still even do something like $50 a day. That still work too. You know, just anything below $100 a day, just like, I just don't recommend running Facebook ads. Go use something else. So, but I really like about $100 a day budget. That's really what speaks to me, you know, and to come on as a client, you gotta be spending at least like $300, $400 a day. So, you know, I'm not saying $100 a day for anything, just other than that, like it's gonna give you more data, you can scale faster, you figure out things about your business faster. So that's my thing. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like, drop a comment below, and I'll talk to you guys later. And well, subscribe, by the way, for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.